Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Powers 4 replay. So on the south side is the red Ottomans with Baltune. On the north side is the blue Malians with liquid DeMu. Economic benefits. The Ottomans, rather than taking time to collect up resources and refining them, they just want to pull out his units outright. They will pull out the military schools for some free military unit production. The Malians, they like to pull out mining pits, which will give them some free gold, as long as build out some additional gold if they have some housing around them. Additionally, they can deploy out some cattle ranches, get some doggies, and put them inside some cattle ranches, and get some extra food generation instead, so you can take time to collect the free gold, turn it into free food, and then get good dividends from both. Spearman, first free spearman now being pulled on the field. Don't see any flag coming out the structure, so he may be not eyeing for. There's the location there now. I just want to make sure the Ottoman player is selected so we can see the vizier being brought on in. So spearman eyeing for a bit of aggression. It's not uncommon to see a bit of aggression onto the Malians with their very exposed housing. The houses do have 50% less health, but they cost half as much as well. Do note that math does mean the housing overall have more health, because it's 50% less health, which means their health is technically 2 or 33% more what they currently have at the moment. It's actually not 50% of less health, because I just completely screwed up the math. It is 33% less health. Base health of a house is 750. He's of course 500. And now this one's at 300. 280, 270. And I've got an archer range being pulled on the field. He'll like him go for some archers. Being one of the few non-unique units for the Malians. Everything else in the roster, barring the siege weapons, is unique. Ottomans, of course, have two unique units, the Sipahi and the Meter, at least in feudal age, in which the Sipahi is a heavier horseman, which would be a good counterpart to his opponent's actual heavy horseman, the Sofa. And the Meter does just provide some general benefits. We do have some Sipahi being put on the field. The Malians can pull out barracks and get out their unique spearmen, the Donzo. The Donzo have cost 10 more, 10 more wood. They do have plus 1 more hack armor, melee armor, and they also have a javelin throw ability. I think they have a slight bit more extra health as well. They're good spearmen unit as well, but the problem with spearmen, they get countered by archers really badly. But they do good at engaging horsemen. They're either very good, they either are alive or dead. There's not really in between with spearmen. We got some javelin throwers on people on the field. A javelin thrower is a good, honestly, general purpose archer unit. If you compare it to the Malian archer here, the javelin thrower does have 3 pierce armor, and they do have 8 damage, and they do bonus damage versus range. Their attack speed is the same speed as crossbows, so not as fast, but the harder hitting potential makes it actually decent versus, say, horseman variants. Counter Janissaries? Definitely Mangonels and Archers, I would say. Janissaries have less range than regular hand cannoneers. Archers are pretty good versus them, as well as Mangonels are always good versus large groups of archers. Or any ranged unit in general, since Janissaries do have the same low health inherence of most archer ranged units. So Mangonels are pretty good versus Janissaries. Of course, not always easy to get those good juicy shots, but archers still a good counter to Janissaries. Avoid using horsemen since Janissaries have high bonus damage versus horsemen. Man-at-arms can be a bit more resilient, so they have lower base damage and high rate of fire with their higher base armor, but still not a great item, just a okay item. Ottomans are some of the hardest matchups in the game to fight against. Don't get me wrong about that. Do you have the Donzo being put on the field? He does have the imams here, providing some massive health benefits to his force there. Does pick off on the Sipahi. These forces not falling back. Does lose out the scout, ground thrower, and another Donzo there. There's a reason why I think Ottomans, they are generally the most top-performing civilization in the game. If you have trouble versus Ottomans, it's not you. They are good in almost every scenario matchup. They have incredibly powerful free bonuses, and they have incredibly powerful units. And since they rely on military schools, they have a high rate of return. The reason why they have some of the best economic benefits in the game, I would say, is because they simply don't need to rely on the economy as much, since they just print out units for free. After all, Sipahi are 160. He's able to get like one every... During this age, each military school is basically produce like 40 resources per minute of value, which may not seem like much, but in comparison to, say, how to put it, it does add up quite a bit. Because you don't have to build any structures to build them. It's just a constant free supply you don't have to manage. Personally, I would say the best way to nerf Ottomans, in an ever so slight method, is simply making sure they don't start with any free stone. Most civilizations, they start off 50 free stone, and so that's why you see a lot of Ottoman players take their first set of 5 villagers, grab a set of stone in their hands, bring it back in, and just get enough stone for a military academy. I would say one way to nerf Ottomans in a slight way is simply make it so they don't start at 50 stone, and so they have to spend a bit of infrastructure there to get the free, a mining camp to get their first free, not free, but first military school field. It will put a slight delay in the military school, which I think will be just enough to even them out. And then see if that was a big enough change to tone them down a little bit. Nothing too significant, but does slow down their free unit ball rolling. Because see here, the Ottoman players at 25 military units, they get increased production speed of being near-field blacksmiths. It does. These military schools do add up quite a bit. Malians, of course, they have their good gold generation here. Very vulnerable. I like their free gold design because it forces them to build their economic benefits onto the map to be harassed. Unlike, say, the English, where they don't have an adventure on the map to get any food, since their economic benefits are dirt cheap farms and really good farms. Malians have to venture on the map. English, Ottomans, they don't have to venture out too much. But the Ottomans do venture out more on the map, more so than, say, the English, to say the least. But their core benefits are at home. And you're unlikely going to harass anytime soon, since they also have 2,000 health. Do now have a battery employed on field, trying to cleave through this infrastructure. Malians do have a good force here of a couple Musfati warriors, anti-heavy unit, which also they do quite well versus a spearman, and they will win versus spearmen. They are pretty cheap as well at 80 resources. Yep. So they're technically even cheaper than Donzo, but they are still countered by archers since they have light melee. The archers will do bonus damage versus them. Javelin throwers are trying to push their way forward, trying to do some damage to the archers. Battering does take a lot of javelin throws there, which actually is sort of a bad sign. because you'd rather not build those javelins onto a siege weapon like that, which took 1 damage each. Definitely one wish you could throw them there, but of course, they're auto-cast. I don't think there's anything you can do to stop it. There's no ability here for you to disable that ability or to prioritize target like in Company Heroes 2. Of course, this mining camp will be cleaved through. Got a bit of damage on the battery ram. He's having trouble dealing with it. Doesn't want to go into this archer volley. Ottoman archers can be very hard to deal with thanks to the fact that the magic can just improve their attack speed by 15%, which is landmark quality of buffs. One of the villagers do go down there as well. And when I'm referring to the landmark, I'm thinking the Delhi Sultan's Tower of Victory. Meteors are even far better than even the Khan. Sure, the Khan can get a 50% tax reload increase, but that's for about 5 seconds, 10 to 12 seconds to get research along with it, which most players don't. And you get one of them. There's always going to be a backup measure there. It does have a pierced armor activated there to make him a bit more resilient. Adam's not cleaning towards this mining pit now. Javelins, Donzo do get a good javelin for there. Some of the Malian villagers trying to go down there. Does got one of those spearmen there. Just a bit of skirmishing damage there. Does manage to take out Sipahi. Good pick there. They are valuable. Oh, that's one way to take out the battery ram. Slowly but surely, he will take it out. That's got one of the Donzo there. Very nice. The fire pit, well, not fire pit, mining pit has been set on fire, so now it is a fire pit. Who had known stone can burn? All the U.S. Navy. After all, ships can burn as well. We do got a bit of damage there. And the fire and the mining pit is no longer set ablaze. Though the villager there will go down trying to repair it up. He's starting to push into Blue's town center region. Does have the town center garrison, so there's a bit of fire support there. Bit of a spear brace in the Sipahi. Get a bit of damage there. The Ottoman force is taking a lot of damage from the withdrawal there, but of course did some good economic damage there. He so far killed off 7 villagers. Of course, the free economy for the Malians is quite nice, though it has been greatly damaged. Donzo advancing on forward. Donzo getting spear braces there. A bit of damage there. The Donzo may just want to push forward now. Engage with Sipahi. Javelin thrower is now firing away. Unable to close on the Metra, who's still providing pierced armor. Just one, though. So Donzo mostly going down to Ottoman archers. Does get some village inside the town center now, firing away. Most of the Sipahi have gone down as well. A couple of them still remains. And does use attack speed on the Metra now. The Metra could be focused down there. Sipahi going down first. Oh, way too much overkill. At this point in time, these many units in the region, he may just want to do a general A move in order to engage these units, because I see a lot of overkill there by the javelin throwers. Ottoman player does get forced back. The military force is still very similar. Red so has a numbers and quality advantage, going for more Sipahi. Got a couple archers in the mix as well. Archer versus archer makes it relatively equal, but the Metra will make it just not equal. Takes out one of the Sipahi there. Getting good sporadic damage there, so without those E-mobs in the region, he can do not focus firing there, and the damage will remain permanent there. Finds a good volley there, the Metra. Good split there. And the Metric does go down as well, so now the Ottoman force is 15% weaker than it was beforehand. Now the Metro has advanced on forward. He may want to turn on Pierce Armor at the moment. Spear brace there. Gold being cleaned up there at the mining camp. There's still some gold over here, so you can put this 4 mining pits over that region. Metro took quite a bit of damage there. Let's see, he should be pretty close to putting out Vizier. Looks like he's going for the hidden Imperial Armory now. He's deployed out the military campus and faster training as well. So each one's providing even more production speed, and I can get more of them as well. The hidden Imperial Army is going on up. When this meta comes out, we can probably do a basic analysis of how much resources getting from each one. Metro being deployed on field takes 1 minute 20 seconds, a little bit more, but seeing it's going to the next age, it will be a little bit quicker, so 1 minute 20 seconds easy to calculate. Metros are currently worth 180 each. Get it down the spot here. Metros are worth 180 each, so if you take that for 20 seconds, that'll be 4 20 seconds, 120. So take that, divide it by 4, and times it by 3 to get how much resources per minute. That's probably a horrible way to do the math, but that's the way of math I can think of on the top of my head at the moment. So that roughly translates to 25 resources per 20 seconds, so times that by 3. So it's about 75 resources per minute each military school is currently providing. You don't have to take time to build additional infrastructure to produce more units. And plus, it's very flexible what units can deploy on the field. Now you can get out crossbows and man-at-arms as well. You need a bit of extra research to get out lancers or janissaries. Vizier, more precisely, I should say. So now the Grand Army Corral, which will improve the cows' income by 20 each. You'll see he has put every single... Nope, he does pull out 18 out of the 20 cows possible inside of there. You'll leave the last 2 cows to be popped for food collection. And he will actually torch down some military schools. You see this every single day. Most time, either Ottoman player, those military schools stay alive, or he loses the entire game. Not in this little in-between area. You know as well, cattle ranches are improved by economic research. The plus 20 per cow from the Grand Fulani Corral does not get affected by it, but the cattle ranches do get affected by the fertilization or the economic upgrades. Not fertilization, not just fertilization, but all 3 of them. So right now the Malian player has plenty of food income. Also got some Janissaries pulling field. I think he used some Vizier on that. I didn't hear the Vizier selected. Yep, he does get out his Janissaries on the field before those military schools went down. So there should be, what, 10 Janissaries? Yeah, 10 Janissaries being deployed on the field. Plus he's building some more as well. Best avoid cloud horsemen of those in the region. More archers be more than plenty against them. Javelin are also good items as well, since they do have 6 range rather than 5, so they're able to outrange Janissaries even more so. Janissaries are very good, but they do have a weakness of only 3.5 tower range, less so than even regular hand cannons 4 range. So hit them from far before they can do any damage. Of course, siege weapons like Mangonels can be very useful for them as well. Supply, you've taken a bit of damage there. Now the Javelin throws increased range. Mostly just hitting these Sapahi, since they have higher base damage. Supply, you can take quite a bit of damage from them as well. Does have Javelin and Jamming Throwers for now. They have 11 damage at the moment. Swahi have 5 range armor, so they take 6 damage per Javelin. Potentially 7 with the increased pierce damage now on the way. Really good damage. So Javelin Throwers are just really good general purpose range unit for the Malians. Granted, the higher armored units such as Lancers and Men-at-Arms, of course, have higher armor. I know the Javelin Throwers do have... Looks like they can get up to 20 damage in total with all the research. And Janissaries do have 90 health. So 5 Javelins and they're down. Does get some good hits on the Sipahi. And Javelin Throwers do have good high pierce armor as well, so they take a lot less damage from Janissaries, though they do still hard, but not as hard as other hand cannoneers. Unless you're a horse. Right now there's 80 military units versus 73. Higher quality in favor of the Ottomans, but only by a small margin. Maginot poses a big threat to all range units, so these Javelin Throwers have to be very careful. They have a defensive spring gold now pulled up Malians, very good. The chance of him fighting against some hidden Imperial army is 95% in my based on what I can see. Also probably even higher than that. So best go for some spring golds there. Janissaries not firing away. Donzo close on in. Looks like going to get wiped out. Javelin Throwers are firing away. It's good damage there. Most of the Janissaries have gone down to probably make their advance. They will have trouble in the more urbanized environment. The Malian player does have maintained a larger military force in the field, and does have also higher quality at the moment. And with 2 spring golds here, spring golds alike, and cannoneers. They love to shoot everything, but unlike hand cannoneers, they're not very cost effective at it. And the Ottoman force got disintegrated there by the mostly Javelin Thrower army. They have some more Donzo being employed on the field. His opponent is eyeing for more Sipahi, which are still a counter to the Javelin Thrower. If they can close on in and not be worried about all the other spearmen, Donzo. They're fine at receiving spear throws, they just can't have it being thrust into them. Ottoman player's now eyeing for a town center here. Interesting. Don't being tucked up as well. Is there any more Vizier? Nope, he does have one more Vizier he can get researched. He does have one of the most powerful trade capabilities with it. Trade bags, getting plus 40% gold collection rate. Making it almost instantly better than even Mongol traders. And Abbasid will have received quite a bit of research to get better than that. Mongols can, with a bit of research, get better than that as well, but still, that requires quite a bit of research. Do now have that Sipahi going on down. Got a mining pit over here. Could potentially throw out some more housing over here, but maybe blocked by the walls. Now it's trying to repair up the walls now, trying to stab through it as well. Does like the fortitude build there, increasing the attack speed by 50%. Imam will be stabbed to death. Got the Donzo now advancing up north up here. So far the Ottoman has killed off 16 Malian villagers. And does have additional town center here. Donzo do get a good javelin throw there. That one just eating one javelin from another. Got some Musfati warriors on the field, which are a light melee unit that's able to bonus versus heavy, as well as have much better quality in melee than spearmen versus Ground throws not pushed over here. Got a good number of ground throws here, but he may be hitting some infrastructure here. It's hard for me to tell. Mangonel's being pulled out by both sides. Red's Mangonel does go down. Ground throwers now engaging the majority archer force here. And the Metro is starting to see some fire there. Metro does go down. All of his Metros go down. Mangonel finds a good volley here. Got some veterans from pulling out field as well. Mangonels can force fire against structures, do bonus damage. They do 96 damage structures, and that is the end of the replay. It's Anne Grade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.